Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Bring Me the Boa for anyone who's new. Haven't filmed one of these in a while, so I just picked these guys up. The FedEx Center, I always try to record at the FedEx Center, just in case anything happened, so that way I can film like immediately after receiving the animal. I'm very excited because this is a reintroduction for me into this species, because I haven't kept these guys since 2017, 2018. So it's been a bit. So here's the first one. Oh, she's so pretty. So this is an Oreo whiteout striped African fat-tailed gecko. I'm very excited to have fat-tailed geckos again. Oh, I should have brought gloves. I'll open this up just so you guys can see her. I will not touch her, though, to try to avoid any cross-contamination event. But, oh, very pretty gecko. Watch your noggin. Look out. Okay, I might have to poke her. Glad I washed my hands before getting here. Put the camera down for a sec. So it's like a little intro, I guess, to this. My main real breeding project that I ever did for anything in general was actually leopard geckos and fat-tailed geckos, believe it or not. So I didn't choose to get out of leopard geckos and African fat-tailed geckos. I've been kind of public about this, I suppose. I had a cryptosporidium outbreak in my collection of hognoses in 2020. Well, 2019 into 2020. Because I bought 2 infected individuals from a local pet store, and they were basically dumped off there because a larger breeder had confirmed crypto cases. And so someone who was local dumped all of his breeder females that he had received from the breeder with infections. So I ended up secondhand getting infections into my collection for my hognoses. Well, something I learned somewhat recently from Jeff Galewood, after talking about fat tails with him a bit, was that wild-caught fat tails naturally carry cryptosis. I didn't know that. And I had bought some import fat-tailed geckos. And this was in 2017, 2018. And so, I unintentionally spread that cryptosis in my collection of leopard geckos and fat-tailed geckos because I was not aware of that at the time. Obviously, dewormer is not going to really help with cryptosis. So, yeah, a big blunder there, and I just haven't had geckos since. And leopard geckos were the first things I really bred. I got into them in 2010, 2011 with my best friend. He got one, I got one. And I ended up getting, I think, up to 20 of them, and then I ended up breeding a lot of them, and then ended up getting to around 150, 120 before I had my outbreak, because it didn't occur to me that I could sell to pet stores or locally or sell myself, because I didn't think of myself as a pro breeder or anything, so I thought I couldn't sell them. So I had a bunch of geckos. Very long, rambly points. Now 4 minutes in, I'll talk about where I got these from. These are from GeckoBabies on MorphMarket. She was recommended to me by Jeff Galewood of JMG Reptile because, again, we're talking about fat tails, talked about how I wanted to get back into them. And he and I talked about it again this past Reptile Expo in April, the Phoenix Reptile Expo, because he was here vending. And so I got a talk shop with him with hog noses and bought some more hogs. And one of his leopard geckos was donated to the USARK auction that happens with that show. And I won it because I didn't think it was going to go, I thought it was going to go past $70. It didn't. So I have a Black Knight leopard gecko now. And I was like, well, I'll just look on MorphMarket to see, because I'm already interested in getting back into fat tails, and I kind of just won the leopard gecko, and I was excited. And I already have everything to take care of like geckos. So I was like, well, what the heck? I'll just check to see the auctions real quick on MorphMarket, because I never win those things anyway. And there were 4 auctions from GeckoBabies that were up, and I saw this male on auction. Nobody had bid on him. It was 24 hours or something until the auction was up. So I was like, oh, screw it. I am gonna bid and just see what happens, because I never win. Well, I put in the starting bid on this beautiful, beautiful boy. And I won. I was the only person who bid, because I don't think a lot of people check the auctions on fat-tail geckos. And so I won by default, and I was extremely happy. And I was like, well, I'm getting a male. I have the space. I was already wanting to. I might as well get a female. So that's why I got that whiteout. So they have compatible traits. This male is a visual Zulu male that is ready to breed, that is het for Oreo and caramel, I think. Yeah, it's Oreo caramel. And then the female is a striped whiteout het for Zulu, or I can't remember. She's pos het and het. I don't remember which. I'm just going to assume pos het until I look back. But it's at minimum, she's pos het for Zulu and caramel, while being a visual Oreo whiteout. So, cool pair. Lot of possibilities. So for now, it'll just be this pair. I do plan on getting into the ghost trait at some point, because I think they're very pretty. Or AML, one of the two. I'm trying to be somewhat trying to limit myself to some extent on the gecko stuff, just because I know I can breed them. I know I can breed them well. So before I even realize that I'm going to have a lot more than I intend to have. And this is more of just a for me thing, because I never got to breed my fat tails because of the cryptosis. I got to breed the leopard geckos, and like I said, I got up to almost 200 of them. I'm breeding them myself as a 15-year-old, like as a high schooler. So if I could do it then, and now with all the experience and wisdom I've been able to collect over the years and all the connections I have now that I didn't have then, I definitely can breed fat tails. So I'm just very excited. African fat tails have been one of those geckos that I've always really wanted to get into. It was either going to be African fat tails or the Bawang Ling cave gecko. And I talked to some friends locally and some shops locally just for their input, because if I ever get to too many, I'm first going to probably sell locally to shops just to avoid the stress of shipping. And a lot of them said, in terms of business, fat tail geckos are better. But in terms of the cool factor, any cave geckos is a lot cooler, because they're just not very common. And I decided that, well, fat tails, they look cuter, little chubby guys. And I just like the color palettes they defaultly have more than the cave geckos. And then the cave geckos are kind of longer and lankier, more, what's the word? Is lithe the word? I don't know. Anyway, they're just, I don't like their body structure as much as I do with the fat tails. The fat tail geckos are a lot cuter. I think that the cave geckos look cooler. And I was like, well, I'll go for cute this time, because I tend to go for things I think look cooler than what looks cuter. And for once, I'm like, yeah, I'll go with what I think is cute, which is the fat tail gecko. I'll probably end up breeding leopard geckos too again, just a single pair. And I'll just get one other gecko from Jeff Galewood, or maybe Reps and Tex. But to pair with my Black Knight. So I might start getting into Black Knight to Black Blood crosses or what have you. But yeah, so that's this. Very excited. I'll probably do update videos on these guys. I definitely will show off when am pairing them up and stuff like that. I'll probably do some videos on care for fat tails, because I've noticed there's not a lot of fat tail content on YouTube. So anything that I think could be worthy of putting into a video, or that I would like to see in a video, I'll probably try to do my best to make and then put it out there. But without further ado, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing. I am about halfway to monetization, which would be really cool to get monetized, because I can start putting that money back into the channel. And I have some charity ideas that I would like to do, but I'm not 100% on them yet. So that's something I'll figure out once I actually get monetized, so that I can actually confirm I have the money coming in to do that charity stuff. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Hopefully there'll be another one soon. I have several videos I need to actually get around to editing and uploading, so this will probably be the first one I do just because it's done. It's one take. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.